Hey everyone, and welcome back to Coffee with My Sunshine, and welcome if you're new here. Today I'm going to be working on a DIY Trash to Treasure, and it was inspired by something I saw at JOANN Fabrics. But first I wanted to invite you to my Using Trash to Create Treasure challenge. I do this challenge every month. I took a break for the holidays, but I'm excited to bring it back for January. And this month, Yami from the Latina Next Door is co-hosting with me, so I'm super excited because I love working with her. We've done collabs before, and I've co-hosted one of her challenges called the Look for Less Challenge. I'm sure you know of it. She does that every month. That's definitely something you'll want to go check out if you haven't seen before. She is just such a sweetheart. She has such a kind and bubbly personality, and she's so positive. So head on over to her channel, tell her I sent you, and show her some love, and let's get started. So for my Using Trash to Create Treasure challenge, there are 5 simple rules. 1, I ask that you use something that you or somebody else would normally throw away in the trash, or something that you would throw in the recycle bin, and turn it into something functional or a home decor piece. It's totally up to you. Just give it a second life. Number 2, mention both of our names and channels in your video. That would be me, Casey from Coffee with My Sunshine, and Yami from the Latina Next Door. Number 3, list both of our channels and the playlist in your description box, and don't forget to mention the playlist in your video as well. Number 4, put the challenge name somewhere in your title. It doesn't have to be right at the beginning, just somewhere in there. And upload your video to the playlist on Wednesday, January 29th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And number 5, of course, have fun with your projects. And I'm super excited to see what you guys create. Now let's get on to this Trash to Treasure. First off, we're starting by cutting chunks of wood out of a scrap piece that we already had. And my husband cut them down to 3 inches by 3 inches, I believe. And I would suggest that you use probably cedar for this, because my husband said a lot of the wood comes treated, which has a lot of chemicals, so make sure you don't get that. And I guess cedar isn't normally treated. But anyway, you're going to need 4 of those blocks, some stencils, wood beads of your choice, doesn't matter size, color, anything. White and black paint is what I used. You can use whatever colors match your decor. Paintbrushes and some paint sponges. And also twine. I think I forgot to say that. So I'm just kind of laying it out to see, kind of what it's going to look like. And then we're going to drill holes in, that goes all the way through on both sides, because that's where we're going to be putting the twine through. And my husband did this for me as well. I usually work with the tools, but this time he was home and said he would help, so I took him up on his offer. So after the holes were drilled, I just went ahead and took some of the white paint and gave each of the blocks 2 coats. And of course you can use any color you would like here, whatever will go with the decor in your home. And like I said, this was just a scrap chunk of wood that we cut into pieces, so that's why I'm calling it Trash to Treasure. And I thought these were so cute when I saw them at JOANN Fabrics. They were just so simple, and they looked like they would be really easy to make. And now all the cubes are coated, and I was just measuring to make sure they were all 3 inches, because the stencil letters we got were like the whole cardboard piece was 2 inches, but the actual letters were 1 inch. So I just wanted to make sure that it was centered on the block. And that's what I'm doing here, just measuring And I wanted to tape it so that it didn't move when I was using the black paint. And then I just took the sponge brush that I had to apply the black paint onto the stencil. And I like using the sponge brushes better than an actual brush because it helps to keep it from bleeding, you know, under the stencil and stuff. So the ones at JOANN Fabrics, I saw they said home life, and I did that. I did the words home life, and then for the other two sides, I didn't want to repeat that, so I decided to add my own words, and I did cozy on one side and love on the other. And I'm pretty sure with having guys in the house, it won't be long before this thing says a weird word or the letters are all messed up. So anyway, after the words have dried, you're going to feed the twine through. You're going to put a bead at the very end and tie a knot to hold it in place. Put a cube on, then another bead, another cube, another bead, you know, so on and so forth. You can use a wire, that's what I did in the beginning, to attach to the twine so that it feeds through the cube, but it did fine after that without it. And then you want to tape the twine probably when you're feeding it through the beads, that way it doesn't fray. And then at the very end, you want to tie a couple knots like you did in the beginning. And this, I just had my husband help me so that I could hold the beads and the cubes tight because I didn't want there to be like a lot of slack room. And that's it. It was super simple. Like I said, this would be really cute, you know, different colors or different color beads, whatever. You could make it say whatever you want. It's so like versatile. It would, you know, you can make it just fit your home and your family. Alright, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this one. I had a lot of fun making it. Let me know in the comments below if you plan on making your own. And also don't forget about the Using Trash to Create Treasure Challenge on January 29th. And let me know in the comments if you plan on participating. I kind of like to know around about how many people are going to be participating. And let me know if you guys enjoy watching the Trash to Treasure if you're not participating. Thanks again, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!